Welcome to this week's Betway Beat. My name is Thomas Kwenaite, your host, and it's an international week. And being a FIFA International Week, obviously, the topic is always around Bafana Bafana. With me in the studio, I have the Secretary General of the Lesotho Football Association. And before we get into our discussion, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video so that, we should get as many people as possible to hear what we have been discussing. Mokhosi, Mohapi, my dear brother, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
Fantastic. Before we get into the discussion, can you tell us about where Lesotho's game against Bafana Bafana will be played? Because it was at the Toyota Stadium in Free State, then it was the Dr. Molemela Stadium. So what is the latest and where will the match be played?
Aye. The match will be played at the Toyota Stadium. As you see that I'm at the Toyota Stadium. Yesterday, there was an inspection by SAFA after we protested together with SAFA that no, they cannot move our matches like 4 days before kickoff of the first match. No, it's not possible. Secondly, we did not sit well with the fact that they wanted us to play at the stadium that does not appear on the list of CAF stadia. So we protested it. Yeah. And then yesterday at around 12:30, the stadium was changed back to Toyota. So we are playing at the Toyota Stadium in about 2 days' time. Yeah.
Fantastic. We're all looking forward to the game, but I've picked up rumors. I don't know how true it is. And I said, I will talk to you. You know, you and I come a long way. You know, we can't hide anything from each other. So now, the rumors that I've heard is that if South Africa field Teboho Mokoena against you, Lesotho will lodge a protest. Is that true or not?
Yes. If South Africa dare play Teboho Mokoena, we will lodge a protest. And I'll tell you why. We'll lodge a protest so that it goes back to the other match, because he has never served the suspension that he was meant to have served. The suspension was supposed to be automatic during the match against Lesotho, so he did not. So now we are going to say for the match against, I don't think it was Benin or any other country. That was not.
It was Benin.
It was Benin. That was not serving a match. He was not picked for that match. For all intents and purposes, insofar as the regulation is concerned, SAFA did not pick him for that match because that was not a match at which he had to serve the suspension. So I'm just going to wait until, say, 3 minutes into the game, then we'll launch the protest.
So, despite the fact that South Africa did not field him in the subsequent game, Lesotho will protest if Hugo Broos fields him against Lesotho.
Yes, the regulation is clear. It says an automatic suspension for fielding an eligible player. So he was ineligible to play the Lesotho match, not the Benin one. The Benin one, he was simply dropped for fear of reprisal. So this one, we will lodge immediately. Immediately, we see him on the list. You know what? He needs not even walk onto the pitch. As long as he's on the team list, we are lodging the protest.
I hear you. Now, since the last match against South Africa, where a day after the match, we all got to know that he was not eligible to have played. Did Lesotho lodge an official complaint afterwards or not at all? Because there's a lot of stories that are going around, and the reason why I got you here is that I want to get it from the horse's mouth.
No, Tommy, you know me. You know how clued up I am with this. I wrote to FIFA, okay, and then they said we should lodge a case with the disciplinary committee of FIFA, and I told them, no, that is now acting against the provide of your own regulation. It does not say if a team plays an eligible player, the opponents should complain. It does not say so. It says that match shall automatically be forfeited. There is no trigger except eligibility. So in other words, I do not even have to write anything. I just wrote to say, when you look at your records, look at this. It does not need me to protest. You, by the fact that the word automatic is there in the regulation, it means you are the ones who have to apply the automatic perspective regarding the law. So it was neither here nor there that I had to protest. They have to apply their own regulations accordingly. They've done so before, so I don't have a problem with that.
Now, there has been a lot of speculation with a lot of noise from Nigeria that FIFA has already docked points from South Africa. But when we look at the log, we see that nothing has changed in terms of South Africa's points. Now, since that time, 6 months ago, has FIFA come back to you and told you what is the status of that game?
No, to this end, FIFA has not said anything. Okay. What is happening in Nigeria, I would not want to ponder too much on them. They are applying pressure, okay, so that FIFA may and probably will listen to them. It's a tactic, but they are not the authority. Okay. They are an interested party. They have a prejudice to suffer. Just like us, we have a prejudice to suffer. So they have a prejudice that they're suffering because they think if it stands this way, on the 9th, they may not be able to beat Bafana. So the gap will widen. So they're trying to put it in a manageable era. But what about us? Tom, there's how many matches left? 3 after the Bafana match.
Correct, yes.
If FIFA gives us our 3 points, we sit on 9, correct? And then we can get other points elsewhere, even including Bafana. We can get those points. I can bet we are going to. The reason why the head coach doesn't want to play here is because he knows we've played a couple of times here and we may be accustomed to the facility here. So I know what he's trying to do. I'm not concerned about him. But if we get those points, the 3 points, we sit at 9. If we cause an upset here, we are above 10 or something. I think we
12.
only need 13 points. 13, yeah, we need 13 points to be in a position for a playoff. You remember all the number 1 teams are going to go directly or automatically.
Yes.
And then
correct.
the runner-ups in the groups have a chance to play for that other spot. You understand? So we have a chance. That's the prejudice I'm talking about. That needs FIFA in terms of competition principles. I know that because I'm an administration instructor also. That's what I teach. In terms of a competition, you have to disseminate information in good time so that everybody plans accordingly. And I'll tell you why. If we are given those points, we have reason to believe that we can push until the end. Okay, Nigeria maybe also says the prejudice that I'm suffering is we don't know what's happening in our group. So FIFA needs to pronounce itself. It could write a letter that says, no, this is the position. We will all accept. They are FIFA. They are the organizers of the game. But if they are now going to watch and then look at the end and start only doing right on what they have to have done a long time ago, it's not it.
I hear you. Now, another thing that I needed clarity from you is that, in a criminal case, in a court of law, you find some people joining in that case as the friends of the court. Now, we've heard rumors that Nigeria as well want to be friends of Lesotho in this case. Have they in any way
No, they don't want to be
Lesotho
friends
and
of
say,
Lesotho.
listen,
They don't want to be friends of Lesotho, yeah? Because in October, the tables will change. There will be enemies of Lesotho. They want to be friends of FIFA to help FIFA apply its own instruments accordingly. They are not enemies to South Africa. They are just a rival. They are not enemies to Lesotho or any other country, but they are members, bona fide members of FIFA, just like us. And we want to help FIFA to practice the notion of fair play.
How prepared is Lesotho for these 2 games?
For this match? For this match? I think this is the beginning of the annexation of Free State. as part of Lesotho. So we want to do the people of Free State and the people of Lesotho proud by getting a good result here. Not because we have anything against South Africa. They are our buddies. We fight battles with them.
Yeah.
I've assisted them. They've assisted us in many instances. But now, what we just want to achieve is let us make our kingdom proud. Let us do the best that we can, knowing and without exerting way too much pressure on the boys. Let us do the best that we can. It's a game of football. I wish both coaches luck, but then I wish one coach more luck than the other for this game.
That's technical speak. Talking about coaches, I believe Lesotho has enlisted the help of an additional coach who works here in South Africa, Abraham.
Yeah.
For this particular game,
Yeah.
or is it?
Not for this game.
To going forward with the qualifiers. Okay.
Yes. We are already beginning to look beyond just these games. Okay. There is the AFCON qualifiers that are probably going to start next year. So we want to then fuse in what we consider as technocrats who will help us going forward. So he's there, and he's also helping recruit a number of players who he knows. You know the law that says if you can trace your heritage back to your grandfather or mother or father to the country that you desire to play for, there's no harm. They can play. So we'll be launching quite a few tomorrow on Thursday. Or is it Friday? Yeah. We'll be launching quite a few. So tell your analyst he's analyzing the wrong team.
Anyway, now we all know that Lesotho has been using South Africa as a country where they can play their home games because of the situation of facilities back home. How far is progress in terms of the rehabilitation of the Setsoto National Stadium?
An inch is too long. An inch is too long. Nothing is done yet. So we are bound to play here for next year also.
And how difficult is it? How does it affect you as a team, and especially the people of Lesotho who'd like to see their heroes playing in Maseru, where they can actually walk or maybe take a taxi to go watch them, unlike crossing the border to come and watch them play?
They have to come this side to buy tickets because there is no Ticket Pro outlet in the kingdom. That's the first one. It's petrol, it's everything, unless they do it online. But not many people are too comfortable with online purchasing. Secondly, the small business, the SME sector, it is basically dead if we're still playing here. Football actually is it does put some energy into the SMEs. So it's not going to happen because we are here. Thirdly, there could be tricks, at the border post, there could be tricks. Put one person so that the line extends as far as possible, and then put a couple of roadblocks here and start looking for things that ordinarily you wouldn't start looking for. That is not being mindful of the fact that these people, when they drive into Bloemfontein, football and alcohol goes together, football and food goes together, and it injects into the economy of South Africa. Us, as the association, we have injected just too much. The hiring of the stadium, the hiring of the training pitches, security, hotels, and other amenities. So those are the things that I'm saying. We are prepared. We know. Already in South Africa, we have spent over 20 million as the association without the help of the country, as the association. Whereas they are vicarious for this expenditure, because if they had a stadium, as they are meant to provide stadium, we would not have spent 20 million. That 20 million would have gone a long way towards developing future Bafana. We've just started an academy. We could have injected more money to have at least 2 academies, one in the north, one in the south. But we only have one. The money is spent on South African infrastructure and the hotel industry. And people don't hear us when we say that. Maybe I need to be white. You know? Well, I'm light skinned, I know, but I maybe have to be Caucasian to convince them that no. Or maybe Dr. Motsepe, the CAF president, should just walk in there and say, no, enough is enough. We'll kick this country out of sport if you continue this way. Us and a number of associations. I think that's the way to go now. Because speaking, it's like singing a chorus. Nothing happens.
You know, I'm quite happy that you say the money can be used to develop future Bafana Bafanas, not Dikwena.
No,
I'm
not
happy
Bafana
about
Bafana, Kwenaite.
that. Anyway, lastly, Mokhosi, we have a situation where initially there was back and forth regarding the Mangaung Dr. Petros Molemela Stadium and the Toyota Stadium. How is the condition of the playing pitch?
The pitch is
That's the pitch, the
serene.
surface.
I was there. It's serene.
Mm-hmm.
I was there with SAFA guys. It's being worked on.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Broos has no reason to fear. The ball will roll where it's kicked. It's not going to roll where it wasn't kicked to. So it's nice. You can come and play there. It's nice. It's nice. It's green. I'll send you pictures.
Fantastic.
It's green. Yep.
Fantastic, because even Dikwena will not have excuses if they lose 3-1 again, I guess.
Yeah. It's nice. I know, it's nice. But advise Mr. Tseka, Vincent Tseka, not to forget, don't play Teboho Mokoena because we are going to revive.
Point taken. Thank you very much, Mokhosi. Much appreciated. And may the best team win.